be hopeful. Health, love, friendship. Create art.
Keanu Reeves has long enjoyed a stellar reputation, but astonishingly, Hollywood insiders have reportedly been plotting to oust him for years. It's almost unbelievable, given that Reeves is a man adored by millions for his generosity, humility, and outright decency. He's a guy who rides the subway, donates millions to charity, and never lets fame go to his head. Yet, it seems that Hollywood wants him gone. This shocking news even caught the attention of Joe Rogan, who declared that Hollywood has kicked Keanu Reeves out for good. But why would Rogan say such a thing? How could Reeves, of all people, have managed to so thoroughly antagonize Hollywood, and why has the industry apparently wanted him gone for so long? Let's dig in and find out. His journey. Keanu Reeves' path through Hollywood has been nothing short of remarkable. For over 3 decades, he has embodied both blockbuster success and deep-seated human decency. His films have grossed over $3 billion worldwide, a figure that speaks volumes about his enduring power in an industry notorious for chewing up and spitting out its stars. But what truly sets Reeves apart is not merely his box office draw, it's his character. In a world of stardom where egos run rampant, Reeves' humility, generosity, and kindness make him a rare gem. Fans adore him not just for the roles he plays, but for the man he is behind the scenes. Born in Beirut, Lebanon in 1964, Reeves's early life was anything but stable. His father abandoned him and his mother when Reeves was just 3, leaving them to fend for themselves. From Sydney to New York, and eventually to Toronto, Reeves moved more times than most people can count. He attended 4 different high schools in 5 years. School was not easy for him either. He struggled with dyslexia and was hardly the teacher's pet. Yet, even amidst the instability, Reeves found his passion: acting. He began acting on stage at just 9 years old. By 15, he knew acting was what he wanted to do with the rest of his life. He even dropped out of high school at 17 to pursue his dream. That took guts. Then, at 20, he moved to Los Angeles. While instant fame eluded him, he worked his way up with small roles here and there. One of his first gigs was a Canadian sitcom called Hanging In. It was not exactly glamorous, but everyone starts somewhere. Then, in 1986, he landed a role in River's Edge, and that's when people really started to take notice. Soon after, Reeves became the face of laid-back, cool vibes with movies like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The 90s rolled in, and with them came the big action roles. Point Break and Speed cemented his status as a certified action star. But while he was killing it on screen, off-screen was a different story. His sister, Karina, was diagnosed with leukemia, and Reeves stepped up to care for her. That's when he decided he wanted to not only help his sister, but others suffering from cancer as well. So, he quietly donated millions to cancer research. Reeves' personal life has seen more tragedy than any one person should ever face. His close friend, River Phoenix, died of a drug overdose in 1993, leaving Reeves heartbroken. Then, in 1999, just as The Matrix was catapulting him to global icon status, his girlfriend Jennifer Syme gave birth to their stillborn daughter. Not long after, Syme died in a car accident. Most people would have crumbled under the weight of such loss, but not Reeves. He kept going, not for fame, but because he has always stayed true to himself. Reeves is living proof that you can endure hell and still emerge the other side with kindness and grace. So, why has Hollywood always wanted to kick him out? Kicked out of Hollywood, Keanu Reeves is one of the most beloved figures in Hollywood, yet it's no secret that some in the industry have wanted him out for years. It's baffling to consider that anyone would want to push out a man as humble, generous, and down-to-earth as Reeves. But as always, Hollywood is not about heart. It's about control, power, and playing by the rules of a game, that Reeves simply doesn't want to be part of. Let's start with the most obvious incident that exposed Hollywood's disdain for him: Matthew Perry's attack in his memoir. Perry randomly took a shot at Reeves when he wrote, "Why is it that the original thinkers like River Phoenix and Heath Ledger die, but Keanu Reeves still walks among us?" The controversial statement sparked a massive backlash from fans who adore Reeves. The internet erupted in his defense, and Perry was forced to issue an apology. But the question remains, why attack Reeves at all? The truth is, Perry is not the first or the last to take aim at Reeves. In fact, this disdain for Reeves has been simmering for years, hidden beneath Hollywood's glossy surface. Back in 2019, Reeves revealed in an interview that he was blacklisted by Fox Studios after refusing to appear in Speed 2. Now, anyone who has seen Speed 2 knows it's one of the worst sequels ever made. Reeves, being the smart and principled man he is, wanted no part of it. Instead of rewarding him for his integrity, Fox decided to blacklist him. That's right, they punished him for not selling out. Sandra Bullock agreed to return, but Reeves knew a disaster when he saw one. As expected, Speed 2 bombed and Reeves dodged a bullet. Still, Fox held a grudge, and Reeves was persona non grata for over a decade. Reeves' refusal to play by Hollywood's rules doesn't stop there. In another interview, he revealed that he has always refused to allow deepfakes in his contracts. Hollywood's top brass love their technology, but Reeves sees the dangers. He's okay with a little CGI here and there, but the moment it starts to erase the actor's performance, he draws the line. He shared a story about how, early in his career, a tear was digitally added to his face in a scene he had not actually performed. That moment changed his perspective forever. Reeves made it clear that he won't be part of a future where technology strips away the authenticity of acting. But the thing is, this stand against deepfakes didn't go over well with the Hollywood elite. They saw Reeves' refusal to bend as a threat to their control. You see, Reeves is not just fighting for his own artistic integrity. He's standing up for every actor who could one day be replaced by a digital clone. It's a bold move, and one that has made him even less popular among the Hollywood gatekeepers. But Reeves doesn't care. He's not interested in playing nice if it means sacrificing his principles. And then there's his stance on AI-generated art and music. While some might find it cool, Reeves says he doesn't buy into the hype. He's concerned about the cultural and social implications of these technologies. He questions who controls these creations and what value they really bring. Reeves sees a future where art and culture are manipulated, and he says he's not about to sit back and let it happen without speaking up. This kind of thinking doesn't make you friends in an industry obsessed with the next big thing, especially when it threatens the status quo. Reeves has been called difficult, stubborn, even a bit of a rebel, but let's be real. Those are just code words for he won't be controlled. Hollywood thrives on control, and anyone who steps outside that box is quickly shown the door. But Reeves has always walked his own path. Whether it's turning down a massive paycheck to avoid a terrible sequel, or refusing to let technology redefine what it means to act, Reeves has never been afraid to go against the grain. And for that, Hollywood has tried to push him out. But the truth is, you cannot kick out someone who doesn't need you. Keanu Reeves is not in this for fame, money, or approval. He's in it because he loves what he does, and he's going to do it his way, whether Hollywood likes it or not. That's why fans adore him. But that's not the only thing fans love about him: the private star. Keanu Reeves is not your typical Hollywood star, and that's exactly why fans adore him. He has been a superstar for over 3 decades, yet he manages to keep a low profile in an industry obsessed with fame and fortune. Rather than flaunting his status, Reeves quietly navigates the Hollywood machine on his own terms, building a unique image that has become emblematic of kindness, humility, and authenticity. While most celebrities are busy flaunting their lavish lifestyles on social media or being seen at the hottest events, Reeves stays grounded. It's as if he's showing us all that it's possible to be a superstar without losing your sense of self. In a world where celebrity personas are carefully curated and meticulously managed, Reeves stands out by simply being himself. Despite being one of the highest-grossing actors in history, having played iconic roles in franchises like The Matrix and John Wick, Reeves remains incredibly private. He's not one to hog the spotlight. Sure, he does the necessary interviews, attends red carpets, and promotes his movies, but you'll never catch him revealing more than he wants to. It's this mysterious and elusive nature that adds to his appeal. He's the rare kind of celebrity who can be both fully present and deeply private at the same time. Reeves is attentive and respectful during media appearances, whether it's a press junket or a fan event, but he always keeps a part of himself hidden away, making him all the more intriguing. This sense of reservation sets him apart in a culture where oversharing is the norm, and it's perhaps one of the reasons people are so drawn to him. He embodies a less is more philosophy, both in his public persona and in his real-life actions. Reeves fans respect him not just for his work, but for how he lives his life. He doesn't court attention, and he certainly doesn't need Hollywood's approval. In fact, his low-key lifestyle has made him something of a legend online, where he has become an internet darling and a beloved figure. Fans circulate stories of his down-to-earth actions, such as giving up his seat on public transportation, and these viral moments only serve to elevate his status as a genuine, relatable human being. Remember the viral "Sad Keanu" meme? A photo of him sitting alone on a park bench, eating a sandwich, went viral in 2010. It was a rare, candid glimpse into his solitary life, and while the internet had its fun with the meme, many saw it as a reflection of his more tragic past. While some interpreted it humorously, others sympathized with Reeves, acknowledging that his expression spoke to a deep sense of melancholy and solitude. Reeves has faced more than his fair share of heartbreak, and it's this depth of character, combined with his resilience, that resonates with his fans. Reeves' life has been marked by moments of great tragedy and loss. One of the most heart-wrenching events in Reeves' life was the loss of his daughter, Ava, who was stillborn in 1999. The mother of his child, Jennifer Syme, was Reeves' then-girlfriend. Unfortunately, this wasn't the end of his heartbreak. Just 2 years later, Jennifer died in a tragic car accident. These losses were devastating for Reeves, yet he carried on with grace and strength. Unlike many in Hollywood who might have turned to self-destructive behavior in the wake of such overwhelming grief, Reeves channeled his sorrow into his work. This emotional depth, born out of personal experience, is something he carries into many of his roles, particularly those that require a profound emotional connection, like John Wick. In John Wick, fans can't help but draw parallels between Reeves' real life and the character he plays on screen. Both have experienced profound loss and the pain of losing loved ones, and both carry on despite that pain. This parallel gives the John Wick character a sense of authenticity and humanity that resonates deeply with audiences. When watching Reeves in these films, one can't help but wonder how much of the character's journey is informed by the actor's own struggles. In interviews, Reeves has admitted that he uses his personal life experiences to inform his roles. With John Wick, it's clear that he's bringing something very personal to the table, and that's part of what makes the character so compelling. But it's not just his acting that makes Reeves stand out, it's his real-life behavior. What also makes Reeves truly special is that despite all the hardships, he remains kind and humble. He's not one to boast about his wealth, accomplishments, or status. Instead, he's known for his generosity and simple acts of kindness, quietly making a difference without seeking the spotlight. Most people may not know this, but Keanu Reeves is one of the most generous of all A-list celebrities. There are countless stories about Reeves' philanthropy and selflessness, many of which have only come to light because other people have shared them, not because Reeves himself has advertised his good deeds. He's donated substantial amounts of money to children's hospitals and cancer research, causes that are close to his heart, especially considering that his sister, Kim, battled leukemia for a decade. It's said that Reeves has quietly funded various cancer research organizations, often under the radar, without demanding any recognition for his contributions. Additionally, Reeves has been known to treat those who work with him with incredible generosity. For example, during the filming of The Matrix, Reeves reportedly gave a significant portion of his earnings, estimated to be millions of dollars, to the special effects and costume design teams. These crews play a crucial role in making movies like The Matrix, the iconic successes they are, and Reeves wanted to make sure they were properly compensated for their hard work. It's an unheard-of gesture in an industry where stars are often encouraged to keep as much of their paycheck as possible. Another instance of his generosity occurred when Reeves bought Harley-Davidson motorcycles for all of the stuntmen who worked on The Matrix Reloaded. Stunt work is dangerous and often goes unrecognized, so Reeves' act of gifting something as memorable as motorcycles was his way of showing his appreciation for their hard work and dedication. This is not a one-off case. Over the years, many of Reeves' co-stars and crew members have spoken about his kindness, modesty, and genuine concern for the well-being of those around him. Moreover, Reeves is known for his down-to-earth approach to everyday life. It's not unusual to see him taking public transportation, enjoying a meal alone, or just being a regular person doing regular things, activities that are unheard of for someone of his status. This relatability is why he is so adored. People see themselves in him. Reeves doesn't live in a gilded cage, detached from the world. Instead, he walks among everyone else, living in a way that is refreshingly normal. Keanu Reeves also has a reputation for respecting others' personal space and boundaries, which has earned him the nickname, the Internet's Gentleman. For example, fans have noted that when he takes photos with women, he often hovers his hand slightly behind them rather than making physical contact. This small gesture speaks volumes about his character, suggesting that he is both aware of and respectful towards others' comfort and autonomy. It's a subtle but powerful display of his understanding of personal boundaries, setting a quiet example in an industry that has often been plagued by inappropriate behavior. Furthermore, Reeves's humility extends to how he views his own career. In interviews, he often downplays his fame and achievements, speaking about his roles and work in a way that comes off as more collaborative than self-centered. He credits his co-stars, directors, and the crew for the success of his films, acknowledging the team effort behind every project. His gratitude is genuine, and it shows a level of modesty rarely seen in the entertainment industry. Even with the critical acclaim and massive box office success he's achieved, Reeves has remained the same modest, kind-hearted person. He's fully aware of how fleeting fame can be and chooses not to define himself by it. In fact, Reeves has gone on record to say that he's more interested in living a meaningful life than accumulating wealth or recognition. His priorities are clear: kindness, humility, and authenticity. Keanu Reeves is, in many ways, the antithesis of the stereotypical Hollywood star. In a culture obsessed with self-promotion, he stands out by being self-effacing. In an industry where wealth and status are often flaunted, he opts for a quieter, more humble existence. And in a world where tragedy can sometimes lead to self-destruction, He has chosen resilience, generosity, and kindness as his guiding principles. It's this combination of mystery, humility, and genuine goodwill that makes Keanu Reeves such an admired figure. He's more than just an action star or a Hollywood legend. He's a role model for living life with grace and compassion, no matter the challenges faced. Whether he's on-screen fighting against formidable foes or off-screen quietly making a difference in the world, Reeves has become a shining example of what it means to be both a superstar and a genuinely good person. And that, more than any box office record or award, is what truly sets him apart: his generous heart. We don't know this because he brags about it, but because he doesn't. It's the stories from the people who have had the chance to work with him, the lucky few who have seen his kindness firsthand. Whether it's crew members on a movie set or random fans, the stories of Reeves' generosity are countless, and they all show us the side of him who truly cares about others. There was this time when he gifted the entire stunt team on the Matrix Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Why? Just because he wanted to share the joy of riding. Then there's the story from a Reddit user who worked with him on the set of Chain Reaction. He said that Reeves bought breakfast and lunch for the crew every single day during the last few weeks of filming. Think about that. Most celebrities don't even interact with the crew, let alone treat them to meals. But Reeves is different. And then there was this time when he gave a fellow worker a ride to the repair shop to pick up his car. That might seem like a small gesture, but how many celebrities would do that? It's these little things that show just how genuine Reeves is. He's generous with his money, yes, but he's also generous with his time, his kindness, and his attention. One of the most famous stories about Reeves' generosity dates back to 1997, when he was photographed sitting on the sidewalk with a homeless man. They shared drinks, snacks, and a conversation. Reeves has also sacrificed millions from his own salary to ensure that jobs on his movie sets were saved. Reports claim he has given up as much as $125 million over the years to keep people employed. That's not just generous, it's extraordinary. While most A-listers are focused on getting their next big paycheck, Reeves is out here making sure everyone around him is taken care of. Even when he's off the clock, Reeves' kindness shines through. There's the story of him waiting in the rain to get into his own rap party because he didn't want to use his name to skip the line. The club owner didn't recognize him, but Reeves waited patiently, never demanding special treatment. When you hear stories like these, you realize that Reeves is not acting when he plays the role of a nice guy on screen. He really is one. There are countless other moments that prove Reeves' generous heart. Keanu Reeves is proof that you can be a Hollywood superstar and still keep your heart in the right place. He's generous in ways that go beyond money. He gives of himself, whether it's to a fan, a coworker, or even a stranger on the street. That's why Reeves is a legend, both on screen and off. And do you know where he puts his money into? Quiet charity. Keanu Reeves quietly donates millions to children's hospitals and cancer research worldwide. Most people don't know this, and that's because Reeves doesn't like to attach his name to it. Yes, one of the most famous actors on the planet runs a private charitable foundation that has been making a difference for years, but you won't find his name plastered all over it. He prefers to let the work speak for itself. That's the kind of man Reeves is. Reeves is also known for taking pay cuts on his films just to make sure that the budget can accommodate better talent, costumes, or special effects. For example, during The Devil's Advocate, Reeves took a significant pay cut so that Al Pacino could be part of the project. The same thing happened with the Matrix sequels. He accepted less money so the filmmakers could create the groundbreaking visuals we all love. This shows that Reeves is committed to the craft and the people he works with. We are happy that we still get to witness his phenomenal work on the big screen. By the way, Are there any upcoming projects he is working on? Upcoming projects. Let's have a look at Keanu Reeves' upcoming projects, because let's be honest, we are all eager to see what he has been up to lately. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Reeves has proven time and again that he's not just a Hollywood superstar, but a versatile and dynamic actor who isn't afraid to explore new avenues. Whether it's action, comedy, drama, or even voice acting, Keanu continues to surprise and delight audiences worldwide. And from the looks of it, his upcoming slate of projects is as exciting and varied as ever. Sonic the Hedgehog 3. First up on Reeves' roster is Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Yes, you read that right. Reeves is lending his voice to one of the most iconic video game characters of all time, Shadow the Hedgehog, in this highly anticipated sequel. Sonic the Hedgehog Tatooine was a big hit, combining nostalgia for the classic video game franchise with fresh, modern storytelling, and fans are beyond thrilled to hear that Reeves will be voicing such a pivotal character in the next installment. The movie is set to release on December 20th, 2024, which may still be a little while away, but it has already generated a lot of buzz. Shadow is known for being a dark, enigmatic character with a complex backstory, which makes him a perfect fit for Reeves' signature depth and charisma. His ability to bring intensity and nuance to his roles is bound to make Shadow a character that leaves a lasting impression, elevating the film beyond typical family-friendly animation. Expect Sonic the Hedgehog 3 to be one of the hottest releases of the holiday season. John Wick 5 and the Wick universe expands. The legend of John Wick is not over yet. John Wick 5 King is in development, and while it's still unclear if Reeves will reprise his role as the titular character, the mere possibility has fans on the edge of their seats. Lionsgate, the studio behind the franchise, is already hard at work on the project, indicating that the demand for more Wick action is high. Given the phenomenal success of John Wick Chapter 4, which saw Reeves returning as the seemingly indestructible assassin, it's not hard to see why audiences are clamoring for more. The franchise has continued to redefine the action genre with its intricate world building, stunning choreography, and of course, Reeves' magnetic performance. If he does return for John Wick 5, it would be another chapter in one of the most celebrated action sagas of the 21st century. But that's not all for the Wick universe. There's also a highly anticipated spin-off titled Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas. This film is set within the John Wick universe and will feature Reeves making a brief yet impactful appearance as John Wick. Ballerina promises to expand the franchise's mythology and delve deeper into the shadowy world of assassins and underground organizations. Slated for a 2025 release, this movie is already generating excitement not only for fans of the franchise, but for those eager to see Ana de Armas take on a lead action role with Reeves supporting her in a cameo. BRZRKR, A New World in Comics. Reeves is also diving into the world of comics with BRZRKR, a project that's particularly close to his heart. BRZRKR is a comic book series that Reeves co-created, and it is being adapted into a live-action movie with none other than Reeves himself, starring as the protagonist. B is an immortal warrior who has fought through centuries of violence, working as a government agent to find a way to end his curse of immortality. Netflix is producing this ambitious film, and they aren't stopping there. There's also an anime spin-off series in the works. This dual-format storytelling is set to give fans both an in-depth exploration of the BRZRKR universe and a thrilling, action-packed experience with Reeves front and center. For fans of both comics and Keanu, this is a dream project that melds his love for storytelling with his well-established action chops. Given his passion for the story, Reeves is expected to bring an intense and emotionally charged performance to the screen. Constantine 2, the long-awaited sequel. Another project that has been brewing for years and finally coming to fruition is Constantine 2-6. Reeves is set to reprise his role as John Constantine, the occult detective and demon hunter from DC Comics. The original Constantine movie, released in 2005, has since become a cult classic, and fans have long been asking for a sequel. With Francis Lawrence returning to direct, the film promises to deliver another dark, supernatural thrill ride full of demonic battles, twisted plot lines, and Reeves' brooding charisma. The character of Constantine is gritty, morally ambiguous, and highly compelling, making it the perfect vehicle for Reeves to bring his nuanced acting style back to a darker, more sinister world. Rally car, racing into new territory. Reeves is not just sticking to action and supernatural thrillers, he's also revving up for Rally Car, a film centered around a former NASCAR driver who finds himself competing in a rally car race in China. Though this project has been in development for some time, the unique premise is intriguing, and fans are hopeful that updates will come soon. Reeves has proven his prowess in physically demanding roles, and a movie like Rally Car provides a unique opportunity to blend action, drama, and high-speed racing sequences. Plus, this role will allow him to showcase a different side of his skill set, as the plot hints at themes of redemption and cross-cultural experiences. Past Midnight, a superhero twist. In Past Midnight, Reeves is set to step into the world of vigilante superheroes, further expanding his genre versatility. Produced by Netflix, this movie promises to offer a different kind of heroism, likely more grounded and complex than traditional superhero tales. While the specifics of the plot have not been fully disclosed, the prospect of seeing Reeves in a vigilante superhero role is enough to get fans excited. With Netflix's track record of investing in unique and compelling superhero stories, Past Midnight could provide a fresh and interesting take on the genre. Good Fortune, a star-studded comedy. Shifting gears from his usual action-packed roles, Reeves is also set to star in Good Fortune, a comedy that will see him sharing the screen with Seth Rogen and Awkwafina. The film is currently in production, and although the plot details have been kept tightly under wraps, the trio of Reeves, Rogen, and Awkwafina is an interesting combination that hints at a potentially hilarious and heartwarming storyline. It's been a while since Reeves has dipped his toes into the comedy genre, and his knack for dry humor and impeccable timing will undoubtedly make this film one to watch. Filming started earlier this year, and fans are eager to see Reeves in a more lighthearted and comedic role alongside such a talented comedic cast. Outcomu, a dark comedy with Jonah Hill. Finally, Reeves is set to star in Outcome, a dark comedy directed by Jonah Hill. In the film, Reeves will portray a former Hollywood star who finds himself being blackmailed, a setup that promises a blend of drama, humor, and intrigue. Reeves' role as a once-famous actor grappling with the darker side of fame and human vulnerability is sure to allow him to flex his dramatic muscles and deliver another unforgettable performance. Given Jonah Hill's unique directorial style and Reeves' ability to portray complex, multifaceted characters, Outcome is shaping up to be a compelling and layered story. The film will be released on Apple TV+, expanding Reeves' presence into the streaming world. Keanu Reeves, a star who keeps shining. With all these projects lined up, it's clear that Keanu Reeves is not going anywhere anytime soon. From the animated antics of Sonic the Hedgehog 3U to the gritty world of Constantine 2Ts, Reeves continues to bring his A-game to the screen, exploring new characters, genres, and stories that only add to his already iconic status. Whether he's returning as the beloved John Wick, diving into the world of immortal warriors, or exploring comedy and dark satire, Reeves is proving that his versatility and passion for storytelling remain as strong as ever. We're here for it, and if these upcoming projects are any indication, the best of Keanu Reeves is yet to come. So, what do you think? Which of these upcoming Keanu Reeves projects are you most excited to see? Let us know in the comments. If you want to hear more amusing stories, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we have got a lot more of this. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.